John.
I'm Nancy.
And we are Jane and
and
Travels.
Travels.
Welcome to another day of current news.
Yeah, current news.
We finally can brag and say we had 2 warm days in a row here.
Yeah, it's actually feeling like summer out. Hot August nights.
85 degrees and 2 days in a row. We should have been getting this all summer, right?
Mm-hmm.
Instead of rain. After we had still trying to get the rain of the water out of my basement from the last downpour of rain.
That was a lot.
Yep. Well, thank you for coming and joining us. I'd like to start out, and I'll say this later in the show, that a couple things coming up this weekend on Sunday at 4 o'clock. Nancy works, so I will be doing a follow-up live with Brandon. It will be our update on our fantasy football rankings, which we did a month ago, and this will be our final update since our draft started on Friday and Saturday this week. So anyone that's into fantasy football, just football in general, and wants to add their 2 cents, join us on Sunday. Next week, very busy week with doctor's appointments and work things and some other things going on. So we may not be doing our Wednesday live next week.
Right.
If we do, it'll be last minute. So just keep your eyes open for that. So thank you very much for joining us. And let's just pop into the chat real quick before we start the news stuff and welcome in Maxwell Smart.
Hi, Maxwell Smart.
Burning up the roads. Thank you for coming
burning up the roads.
And our friend Eric, who is right now in Iceland.
Iceland, Eric. That's awesome. Will you be seeing an active volcano?
She's been asking me this all week, Eric, and I said, why don't you just ask me if you see him on the line? So she's curious if you're going to see an active volcano.
Well, someone at my work, they went up the Ring Road in Iceland. I don't know where that is, and they saw an active volcano. That's all I know.
All right. Well, if you can answer that, Eric, she'd be very pleased. Okay, so why don't we start right into our news. And this is current news, current travel, and news stories. Oh, Eric has said not yet, but I'm planning to see it.
Oh, wonderful.
This is only one?
I don't know. Just someone at my work recently went, and that's what they did. And they said it was awesome.
Wow. Pretty good. Okay, so our first news story, Nance, is, this kind of hits the home. Crystal Symphony is the first cruise ship to leave Boston, Mass.
Wow.
So we always count on NCL.
Yeah.
It's in our price range, and also they have usually weekly cruises out of Boston. I actually called NCL, and they told me that don't count on any NCL cruises out of Boston this year, probably in 2022. So we're not going to get an NCL, and this one's a little bit out of our price range, but it's nice to see at least there's a cruise ship leaving out of Boston. Yeah. The first cruise from Boston, Massachusetts, since the virus was supposed to depart on Monday, and talk about rough starts, huh? It's supposed to leave on Monday the 23rd, but was delayed due to tropical storm Henri. Henri. Passengers were told to get on the cruise ship as planned, but the line did not leave until Monday. The voyage will likely be shortened as the Crystal Symphony is slated for another sailing that leaves on Sunday, August 29th. Crystal Symphony's current cruise was 7 days, a round-trip luxury Bermuda escape from Boston.
Oh, that's nice.
Prices start at $2,099.
What?
Yeah.
That's pricey.
So we bid out of our price range, right?
Yeah, just a wee bit.
Oh, I'd like to say hello to Mariah.
Hey, Mariah.
Who just popped in. So that is our first news story. And this is basically related to it, I guess. This is what hit us this weekend, except we didn't get the brunt of it after all.
No.
Second news story, Tropical Storm Henri makes landfall. Tropical Storm Henri.
I'll have
you say that part. I'll have you do that part. Made landfall at 12:15 p.m. Sunday near Westerly, Rhode Island, as thousands of customers already without power brace for the full effect of the storm. Winds of 60 miles per hour were reported at the time of the landfall. Tropical storm warnings extended from coastal Connecticut and Rhode Island to the luxurious oceanfront estates of the Hamptons on the eastern edge of Long Island, New York. Yeah. In New Jersey, at least 86 people were rescued from flooded vehicles related to the tropical storm by Sunday afternoon. Although the storm had been downgraded from a hurricane, many parts of New York, Connecticut, Rhode Island, and southern Massachusetts were experiencing heavy rain, which caused major flooding and wind gusts of 75 miles per hour. We did not get the wind.
No.
Thank goodness.
Yes.
But we got tons of rain.
Yeah, we got a lot of rain. It extended into Monday, too.
And I've got newspapers spread all over the floor down in the basement, and I'm trying to soak all that up. So
been busy with the trying to keep that basement dry with all the rain this summer.
Okay, and Burn Up the Roads and Mystic Bunny, welcome in.
Mystic
and
Bunny?
Going Green Mom, welcome
Green
in, are all
Mom.
parts of the Roy and Becky Ray. Thank you very much for coming over.
Joining in.
And hello, Kenneth.
Hi, Kenneth.
Welcome in, Kenneth. Okay. This was a ship we actually looked on going on a group cruise 2 years ago, and of course, everything. We know what happened with everything. Carnival Cruise Line restarts from California with the Carnival Panorama ship. Carnival Cruise Line is the first ship operated to resume sailings from California since an industry-wide pause 17 months ago. Carnival Panorama departed on a 7-day cruise from Los Angeles, California on Saturday, August 21st. The week-long journey includes visits to the 3 most popular Mexican Riviera towns, Mazatlan, Cabo San Lucas, and Puerto Vallarta. I always remember those from the Love Boat ship.
I know, I remember that.
Always it stops.
Yeah.
Christine Duffy, the CCL's president, and Luca Larazano, the ship's captain, cut the ribbon to welcome guests back on board. CCL is the largest cruise ship operator on the west coast of the USA. I did not know that, did you?
No, I did not. Now I do.
And welcome in, Roy and Becky. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for joining us today.
And Tommy Dodson.
Hi, Tommy.
Actually, I was looking for you. Was that our last slide when we were talking about Aruba for some input? Now I can't even remember what the questions were.
Yeah.
Najuma Round, thanks for coming in. Najuma, I wanted to ask you if you had hit with your down there in New York on Long Island. Did you get hit by the winds and the storm? Let's see. Tommy. Kenny, when do you hit the road for Branson? Soon, I thought. Yeah, he was actually. Kenny didn't have a show this past Friday because I think he was packing, getting ready to go to Branson. He's going to the big meetup in Branson.
Oh, good.
Welcome in, Naj. Nice to see you.
Hi, Naj.
She just got some rain. Okay. Because they had mentioned Long Island. I didn't know if you might have gotten any kind of a direct hit on that. Okay. And our next news story, before we do that, it's time for our brain break. This is something we do every few news reports and let you in the chat see if you know the answer. Nancy is not privy to the answers because she likes to guess the answers too. So today's number one. Okay. I come in different shapes and sizes. Parts of me are curved, other parts are straight. You can put me anywhere you like, but there is only one right place for me. What am I? Okay, I'll read it one more time.
Yeah, read it one more time.
I come in different shapes and sizes. Parts of me are curved, other parts are straight. You can put me anywhere you like, but there is only one place for me. What am I? And I'll leave that on the screen, and we'll answer it during the next brain break. Okay, let's see. Mariah came from Branson, Missouri.
Oh, really?
Before she moved to Florida.
Oh, she did. Oh.
You haven't been getting hit by many major storms yet this year, have you, in Florida? Nice. Let's see. Okay. Kenny doing his typical hellos to everyone. Okay, next one. News number 4. Carnival Cruise Line tightening vaccine requirements. This is weird. If you're taking a cruise, be so careful. It's so sad here, and so many people are getting marooned on the docks because they're not keeping daily accounts. They seem to be changing these protocols daily. Yeah. Starting on Saturday. Okay, this is starting this Saturday. So anyone that has a cruise from Saturday on, I guess, let's see. Cruise Line, Carnival Cruise Line is tightening the vaccine requirements on cruises after the Bahamas and other ports in the Caribbean announced new restrictions regarding who can visit these ports. Carnival Cruise Line's brand ambassador John Heald announced the updated vaccine requirement for Carnival Cruise Line that will go into effect on August is 28th, so it's
Oh,
on
it's coming up.
28th. So that's what, 3 days from now.
Yeah.
All guests 12 and older are now required to be vaccinated on all Carnival cruise ships. Royal Caribbean has also announced full vaccinated cruises starting in September.
Wow.
And there's a big misconception, so make sure you look at your cruise's webpage. Some people think they can use home test, and certain cruise lines are not allowing it.
No.
So please make sure you check it. You don't want to be stranded
No, that would be
on the
horrible.
port like a lot of these people.
That's terrible. I mean, you want to enjoy your vacation and not be stranded.
Let's see. Juma says Montauk, which is east of where I am, was supposed to get the most of it. I haven't heard it. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Montauk. I know Montauk because I met someone on a cruise ship 30 years ago that was from Montauk.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I was supposed to take a ferry over there.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so she didn't get hit with the brunt of it.
That's good.
But you heard New Jersey got a lot of flooding. Our next news story is 13 Royal Caribbean ships have resumed as the Mariner of the Seas restarts from Port Canaveral. The CDC has approved Mariner of the Seas for a conditional sailing certificate after the vessel completed her test sailing from Florida just last week. Of the 25 cruise ships in the Royal Caribbean fleet, 13 will be operational today.
Oh, wow.
13 are out there right now. This makes it the
Lucky
first
13.
time. Yeah, I know, I guess, right? This makes it the first time since the start of the pandemic the cruise line has a majority of its fleet sailing in the 7 seas. The cruise company managed to achieve this significant milestone in just over 2 months. That's incredible when you think about it.
Right.
With all the stuff they're facing, you got to give these cruise lines some credit. They take some things away from, but they give them a lot of credit the way they are very persistent and kind of swinging with what's going on out there and not being resistant.
Yeah.
And instead of shutting down, they're building up little by little their cruise ships, one by one. So that's really good.
Yes. Very challenging.
Yeah, it is. Very challenging. Oasis of the Sea. Now this has a real warm spot in our heart because I think we've narrowed our cruise for October down to the Breakaway out of New York, or the Oasis out of New Jersey.
Right.
So now everything that comes up on those 2 ships or those 2 cruise lines have been paying close attention. So this is exciting news for us, Nancy. Pay close attention. First Royal Caribbean cruise ship begins test sailing from New Jersey. I've been reading about this for months, but I'm waiting for this to actually happen. Oasis of the Sea, sailing from New Jersey in September, is perhaps one of the most anticipated departures of a cruise ship in recent months. Last week, the ship arrived in New Jersey. This is the largest cruise ship ever, the home port, New Jersey. The test cruise from New Jersey on the Oasis of the Sea set sails from New Jersey, sailing past the New York skyline. You know how nice that is.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And the Statue of Liberty.
I love that.
Sunday evening. Okay, so it left Sunday evening.
Yeah.
The Oasis test cruise is expected to take 6 days. I'm not sure why this one's so much longer. Like some of them were only 2 days, but maybe because it's such a big ship and they got to test out so many more things. Takes 6 days in which she will sail to Perfect Day at Coco Cay and back again.
Nice.
The CDC will verify if the ship complies with all the protocols and procedures the agency has set up during the time. The test cruises have been implemented for cruise operators who would like to sail with vaccinated and unvaccinated guests. Cruise lines that did not want to sail with unvaccinated guests must have at least 95% vaccinated guests aboard. Unvaccinated. Did I say vaccinated?
Yeah.
Don't want to sail with unvaccinated, have to have 95%.
Yeah.
Once the test cruise is done and the CDC awards the conditional sailing certificate, Oasis of the Sea will sail its first actual cruise with paying people on September 5th. During its regular itineraries from Cape Liberty, New Jersey, the ship will be at sea for 1 day before calling on Port Canaveral, Florida, of course, Perfect Day at Coco Cay, and then Nassau in the Bahamas before cruising back to Cape Liberty. In November, the Oasis is relocating to Miami to start cruising in the Caribbean. New Yorkers have been waiting for a long time to have Oasis of the Sea home port in New Jersey. The ship was scheduled to start operations in New Jersey in May of 2020, but the cruises have been canceled due to the pandemic, pushing the itinerary back almost 18 months. So This is really good news for us because this thing, if everything goes right, they're going to start their sailings in September, get all the bugs out, and then hopefully, if that's our choice, that would be so if anyone knows anything about, if anyone's on top of either the Breakaway out of New York or the Oasis that's going to be leaving New Jersey and wants to give us your 2 cents in your opinion, on
Yeah.
which one will you go with? They're the same. They'd be the same sailings, same days. They'd be leaving the same days, same length. So
Yeah.
that's what we would like to know. Check here. Okay, hello's that one. Going Green Mom says, been seeing lots of stuff about flooding in Tennessee.
Oh, that's a bad.
I heard there was a town in Tennessee that almost got wiped out.
Really?
It was totally flooded. Houses were being washed out, the foundations,
wow.
cars were being
That's
washed
so
down the street.
scary.
Yeah, it was one town, so it must be very low elevation,
Yeah, I
obviously.
don't know anybody living in Tennessee, so but I feel bad for the folks out there. Geez, that's not good.
Right. Any idea what part of the state? Yeah, I don't know what part of the state that was. I wish I could. I knew it yesterday. I can't remember the town's name.
Don't know. I didn't read anything about that.
Tommy says, may have missed it since I came in late, but Carnival had a COVID death on the Vista.
Really?
Yeah, that was a really.
Was it an elderly person?
No, it was a long story. She felt sick.
Yeah.
And they put her into Belize, the hospitals, which of course don't have the facilities.
Oh.
They had no insurance, and so they finally fly back to the States, and they put on all the right medication, but it was too late. She died.
Oh no.
And then Carnival came out, which is that's the part that got me.
Wow.
They came out in a press release that's all over the internet saying that they wasn't caught from the ship, even though 26 crew members had.
Oh, come on. How
I
can
know.
they say
and
that?
I just thought that was really bad taste on their part.
Yeah.
Hey, Paul. Welcome in, Paul.
Hi, Paul.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Hey, Dave from Fisher Fun Ventures.
Oh, we haven't seen Dave. Hi, Dave. How are you? We were just talking about one of their videos that they did that we really liked on Costa Maya, I think it was.
Yeah, but the one they had, the one they were watching is the series on the Keys, Key West.
Oh, I want to see
which
that.
I'd like to go back there.
Yeah, I want to see that. I missed that one.
Welcome in, NDT. Thank you for joining us.
So you don't know this woman, what her age was? So she
was elderly.
Elderly.
Okay, this is the town right there. Tommy said Waverly, Tennessee.
Waverly, Tennessee. Wow.
That rings a bell now.
And
Mariah says, my hometown got tornadoes and flooding. I live in Branson, Missouri.
Oh, really?
Oh, I didn't know that that area got hit.
Yeah, I haven't been reading anything, so I don't know.
NDT Talking Wrestling. Hello. Just saying hello.
Hello.
Let's see. Tommy says a lot of people from these YouTube communities heading to Branson for this weekend. Hope the weather is okay. Yeah.
I hope they have a good trip.
In fact, Kenneth, who's in the house right now, Ford man, Kenny, when do you head out? He said no, very soon, I think.
Oh, wow.
There's a big group going out there.
Really?
The way these things grow, yeah.
Jeez,
that would be such a fun when they get planned stuff. I think they're doing a dinner cruise.
Nice.
Sherry's involved with that.
Sherry's involved. Oh, yeah, she lives in Missouri. Does she live in Branson? She's near there.
No, I don't think she lives in it.
Oh. Well, that sounds wonderful. Have a wonderful meetup.
All right. So anyone been on the Oasis? I'm very curious to see if it's worth going on a much bigger ship like that.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah.
Okay, brain break. I did not see any answers come across.
I couldn't think of what it was.
Unless I missed it, throw it in again if I missed it, but I'll read it one more time before I give you the answer. So, brain break number 2. Now, we give the answer to brain break number 1. I come in different shapes and sizes. Parts of me are curved, other parts are straight. You can put me anywhere you like, but there is only one right place for me.
Oh,
when am I?
Is it?
Do you think you know what it is?
I don't know, table setting?
No.
Like a knife, fork, and spoon?
Oh, he's leaving today. Kenny's leaving today. And we have a correct answer.
Oh, really?
Excellent, Tommy.
What Tommy got it? I didn't get it.
You know this?
No.
Puzzle piece.
Really?
Yeah.
Perfect. You guys are smart.
Okay, so we go on the, whoops.
I should have, with all the puzzles I do at work,
I know.
I think I should have
I
had
actually
that.
thought you would get that because of all the.
We do so many puzzles. Well, we have a resident that loves puzzles. Yeah, well, that's good.
All right,
Good
brain
job.
break number 2, which will be answered after a few more news reports. A sundial has the fewest moving parts of any timepiece. Which one has the most? So which timepiece has the most moving parts?
I can't even think of this one.
I like this one. A sundial has the fewest moving parts of any piece. Which has the most moving parts? Now the question is going to keep popping up on the screen for anyone that forgets the question. Tommy says, not that much, just there's a lot of puzzles.
Well, we do at work, but yeah, that's good. I'm trying to get into doing more puzzles. I did buy one recently, and that was a nice one. I did.
All right, so you got good people in Branson, Missouri, like my friends. Yeah.
Good.
No, I said street sign. That wasn't a bad guess.
Oh yeah.
And I will give you the answer to this one after a few. Okay.
Well, that's a pretty picture.
Yep. Hawaii. Okay. Hawaii, remember they were locked down. You couldn't go there. Then they had all these bubbles which were working, and then they allowed people back. Well, guess what's happening again? They're considering going back to tougher travel restrictions again. A surge in positive infections in Hawaii has officials contemplating a return to tougher restrictions on travelers. Testing for vaccinated domestic travelers, as well as implementing other requirements aimed at halting the spread, are all on the table, Lieutenant Governor Josh Green said. Sunday, August 22nd, was a record day for cases in Hawaii, which soared to a one-day high of 893. So that's a lot for Hawaii. Green said that 392 patients were in hospitals Sunday. No, so that's not good.
There's trouble in paradise.
Well, another one, I talked to back and forth with a couple YouTubers from New Zealand, and they were in a nice bubble. They were so clean, they were so safe and so clean. And she was telling me they just went back into lockdown 2 weeks ago.
Oh my gosh.
So, you think you're safe and you brag about how good, I'm saying a place thing, brags how good they're doing, and then all of a sudden.
It's up and down, roller coaster ride. That's too bad.
Oh, wow. Paul Vines is leaving for Branson an hour, so he must be going to that meetup too.
Have a safe and wonderful trip, Paul.
Yeah, guys, have a very safe trip. That should be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Looking forward to catching you guys. Well, I'm sure you'll be popping up left and right. All right, keeps in touch with her friends on Facebook and Instagram. With in this day and age, with all the social media, you almost know what's going on everywhere, right?
I know.
We move on from Hawaii. And we move back to the Disney Dream. Disney Cruise Lines reveals new interactive experience for the Disney Wish. Disney Cruise Lines has taken its new Disney Wish cruise ship to another level with the debut of the new interactive experience called Disney Uncharted Adventure. We touched on this, I think, last week. This will be the first of a kind innovative feature that will take guests on a magical journey. The interactive experience will debut in 2022. The experience will take guests on an adventure using the Play Disney app. Okay, that's a new app. Well, it's a new app on the phone that, in fact, the park has a new app now that we'll read about that later.
Okay.
And it begins before stepping on board. So they start this adventure before you even get on the ship. Captain Minnie Mouse.
Minnie Mouse.
And Mickey Mouse will help guide guests and transform mobile devices into enchanted spyglasses.
Ooh.
The adventure provides a range of experiences, including unlocking different adventures, solving puzzles, and conquering quests. Leading up to the cruise on the Disney Wish, the app will reveal a special greeting from Captain Minnie Mouse and Mickey Mouse. I don't know if they're saying it's Captain Minnie and Captain Mickey, or if they're saying Captain Minnie and her first mate, Mickey.
I don't know.
I wonder what role he has. Who will help guests prepare for the journey ahead of highlighting the important role of the Sky Knight in seafaring. Once aboard, guests will use the spyglass to reveal never-before views of the stars above, where enchanted constellations take shape as recognizable icons from Disney and Pixar. So that's, of course, the Disney Wish there.
Yeah.
These are some of the interactive experiences. You can see the kids with the superheroes, because they own Marvel. Another interactive experience. These are all over the walls, I guess, in the on the new ship. And this is the thing they're talking about with see how the constellations up there?
Yeah, I like that.
In the sky, and they're taking shapes like that's that's some princess there. Yeah. Different characters.
That's cool.
I'm not sure how exactly that works. You must have it maybe on your phone, and you see it through it when you point to the stars?
I don't know.
You probably look at the stars, right? And then it puts the image over it. That'd be my guess. Pretty cool though, huh?
Very cool.
This is one ride I could tell you right now I would not go on.
No?
No, I would
What
not
is
go
it?
on this ride. SeaWorld San Antonio to open world's tallest and fastest screaming swing. Okay, so it's when you get on and it just swings you back and forth.
No.
SeaWorld San Antonio announced it will soon be home to the world's largest and fastest screaming swing style ride, approximately named Tidal Surge. Would anyone go on this kind of ride? Now, I ventured on the new roller coasters, but I don't know. This has the motion that I just don't know.
I can't handle rides like that, so I'm out.
This new attraction will seat 40 riders and feature 2 pendulum-like arms that will swing back and forth. The height of the ride will reach 135 feet, and the structure itself will measure 104 feet high. Riders will experience speeds of up to 68 miles per hour. That's fast, something like that.
Oh, my word.
Well,
that's almost tornado speed.
Per hour, while taking in breathtaking views of Waterski Lake and other parts of the park.
Wow.
Guests will also feel weightlessness during multiple negative G moments during the ride. Tidal Surge is set to open in the spring of 2022. We get into talking about measurements. Just a reminder me at work yesterday, we got into this big debate in the room on measurements and how they were, I forget what it was. They measured something by, there was some measurement that maybe someone out there knows, and it's measured by the width of 2 horse butts. And the reasoning behind it was back in the old days, it was, I think it started because of military. A lot of military weapons, a lot of military stuff are designed the width of 2 horse butts. And the reasoning was because it was based on way back when, and the width of a railroad car or going through a tunnel. Everything had to be based on being able to get through a tunnel, be able to ride on the railroad track.
Oh, wow, that's interesting.
But it was based on the width of 2 horses' butts.
Okay.
Isn't that interesting?
Well, what kind of a horse's butt? Would it be a Morgan or?
Well, I'm sitting there with a bunch of these analysts, and we're all talking about this thing about horses' butts as a measurement.
What kind would be well,
that's what I said.
What about, those big
it says a Shetland pony or a Clydesdale.
Yep. How do you say that?
The Clydesdales.
Clydesdales. Yeah, those are beautiful horses. Pretty big. Okay.
Let's see. Okay, Kenny's thanking everyone from wishing them good luck. Now, Kenny, you obviously driving over. Are you going yourself, or are you going with your dad? Or what?
Have a safe trip, Kenny. Have fun. Stay young.
Well, actually, Paul's heading there too. Paul Vines.
Oh, have fun. Stay young.
Yeah, that's the first thing I saw, Tommy. I said, is it an equal partnership? Are they both captains, or is he now the first mate there? Poor Mickey, who always had top billing.
Hey.
Hey, welcome in, Blaine. Thank you for coming by.
Is Blaine heading out there too?
Blaine is heading out there.
Yeah.
Let's see. Howdy. Okay.
Boy, I got a lot of travelers to Branson. What?
Yeah, railroad width is a term by horse butts. Yeah.
Railroad width is a term by horse butts.
Okay. It was 2 horse butts.
Jeez. All these analysts.
I didn't know that till yesterday, till we got in this big debate at work on that measurement. It was pretty funny. And a lot of military equipment was based using the same base because of transportation reasons.
That's funny.
Things you learn.
Yeah.
We try and educate, Yeah. Okay.
Oh, I don't even know what the brain
break. So let me read you one more time, see if anyone can guess it. A sundial has the fewest moving parts of any timepiece. A sundial, because it's got maybe 2 at most, if you want to call it. Which has the most? So which timepiece has the most moving pieces? Now I saw the Junior up there said a cuckoo clock. Good guess.
I like cuckoo clocks very much.
Does anyone else want to make a guess? Did you want to make a guess?
No.
This is actually pretty good.
I have no idea.
Let's see.
Did you guess
Kenny
this
Kid-
one before you
No.
know the answer?
Kenny said, "Blessed Life offered to give me a ride there and back." Oh, that's excellent.
Oh, wonderful. Very, very good.
It's great too when you can network with people online here.
Yeah, that's fantastic. You have a good time,
Because
Kenny.
you have to find someone in your area. It's 11-hour drive.
Yeah, wow.
Blaine said, hopefully the horse butts weren't huge. We were talking about that earlier. Were they Shetland or were they Clydesdale? I don't know. That will have to be, maybe I'll bring that to work tonight. That would have to be another, what size of the horse?
We're
Yeah.
going to be discussing horse butts tonight at his work.
Okay, so the answer, I don't see any more guesses on this one. A sundial is the fewest moving parts of any timepiece, which has the most. Nope, the answer was an hourglass because it's got thousands of moving parts of sand going through
I
it.
wouldn't consider sand a moving part.
Well, it is. It's moving. It's part of it. It's what makes it run. I like that one. I think that's a good one.
That is cool. Yeah. All right, I'll go with that.
That's true, Blaine.
What?
Okay.
Yeah, I don't consider a sand a moving
So
part.
actually, let me put the next brain one up here. Okay, folks, your next brain break question is number 3. What can be driven although it does not have wheels, sliced but stays whole? What can be driven but doesn't have wheels, sliced but stays whole? And we'll visit that
Did you
on
get
our
this
next
one?
break. No, this one I did not get. No. Okay.
It stays. Wait a minute. Driven but no wheels. Sliced but stays whole. I don't know.
I should start doing that, making some little divider there so I know where to go. Go around and see the kids' new house. Oh, have a good time, Roy and Becky.
Hey, Roy and Becky, have a wonderful time today.
Must be in the area. I'm assuming you're going somewhere local. Okay, so our next one now is SeaWorld San Antonio to open world's tallest and fastest screaming swing.
You did that already.
I did that one. Sorry. Number 10. SeaWorld Orlando announces February 2022 opening for Icebreaker. Right after Busch Gardens Tampa announced that the Iron Gwazi, I imagine that's a roller coaster, will be opening in March of 2022. SeaWorld Orlando confirmed that its long-awaited Icebreaker roller coaster will also be opening early next year and is now targeting February 2022 for its grand opening. Named after the icy Arctic Summit's Icebreaker will feature 4 launches, both backwards and forwards, ending in a reverse launch into the steepest vertical drop in Florida, a 93-foot tall spike with a 100-degree angle.
No, not for me.
Well, no, we know that it's not going to get you on that, but hey, welcome in, Sherry.
Hi, Sherry. Hope all is well.
Sherry, another one of our moderators. We've had Sherry, Blaine, Kenneth in the house that are all moderators.
Yes.
So thank you very much. Okay. Okay, number 11. San Francisco starts vaccine checks. Okay, so San Francisco starting vaccine checks. Did I get over there? Yeah, I did. Okay. Vaccine checks at restaurants, bars, and gyms. You wonder how long this is going to take to start hitting all the big cities, right?
Yeah.
Anyone who wants to eat, drink, exercise indoors in San Francisco will be required to show they are fully vaccinated when one of the nation's most stringent restrictions on unvaccinated people take effect. Restaurant and bar owners said they contacted people who reserve tables to remind them of the new rule that begins Friday, so in 2 days, and plan to have extra staff at the front door to verify people's proof of vaccination. So they're taking it very seriously.
Yeah.
Making sure it matches their identity cards. So that's one way to stop all those fake, what do they call them? The cards, vaccination cards that we get.
Right.
New York City is also checking vaccination status. New York City was the first in the nation to require proof of vaccination for indoor dining, fitness, and entertainment. I didn't even know that New York was doing that.
I didn't either.
Just tells you that we got to carry that with you, even if you, because you never know, right?
Yeah.
You go into Boston thinking you're going to have a dinner and not realize they put that into effect, and all of a sudden you drove there for nothing.
So you need, don't leave home without it.
Yeah. And Sherry is shouting out that she can't wait for the meetup.
Oh, yeah.
in
Have a
Branson.
wonderful time, Sherry. That's awesome. So exciting to be meeting all these folks.
Okay. I'd like to give one more reminder out there that we will be doing, Nancy's working, so I will be doing an update. A month ago, we reviewed our fantasy football players, Brandon and myself. We were doing an update to that before the draft start. Our draft start on Friday and Saturday, and I think most people are going to be starting their football draft soon. So if you're in the football or sports and you just want to give your opinions, pop in at 4 o'clock on Sunday. Also, it's up in the air if we'll even be doing a live next Wednesday because between work, doctor's appointments, and other commitments, we're trying to find an hour to do it next week, and we may not be able to. So keep your eye open for that. And we move on to our next, number 12. Disney reaches deal with unions on vaccinations. Now that the Pfizer vaccine has received full approval from the FDA, more companies are requiring vaccinations for employees, with Disney one of the latest to make the announcement. Disney said it had reached a deal with the Service Trades Council Union to require all unionized employees working at Disney World in Florida to be full vaccinated by October 22nd, 2021, according to CNBC. Prior to this announcement, Disney had mandated vaccination for all salaried and non-union hourly employees in the U.S.
So if you go into Disney World and you're not vaccinated, you still don't, and you want to go to a restaurant, you don't have to prove. You could still.
No, there's no Florida doesn't have a vaccination requirement, but there are, and I have it a little bit later here, they have been bringing masks back for certain things.
Oh, okay.
Which were totally eliminated.
Yeah, okay.
And everyone's jumping up with it. Our company send out a thing now. People have been at my work for over 30 years and are unvaccinated, and everyone's been put on notice that if you're not fully vaccinated by, October 4th, then you're going to be like, oh.
So
and the same with your job,
yeah,
right?
my job did the same thing.
So.
But I'm just wondering, I'm not clear about if you're unvaccinated and you're flying, you just have to wear a mask. You don't have to prove.
Well, we haven't booked one, and someone out there could probably set me straight, but I think to get on an airplane, you don't have to have a negative test, right? You just have to wear a mask, or do you have to have a negative test? I don't think you have to have a negative test to get on an airplane.
Okay.
But if you're Canadian and you're going from the U.S. back to Canada, then you need to have a negative test.
Oh, I see.
Fly back.
I get you. Okay.
I don't think we're doing that within the United States, though. So correct me if I'm wrong, please. It's very
complicated. I can't keep things straight, but I get that now.
Well, it's constantly changing. Let's see. Sherry said hello. Hellos. Blaine's got a draft tomorrow night, not long after arrival in Branson.
Oh.
So is yours done like the one I'm doing? There's one doing with Danny, which I think is all in one night, and then there's another one I'm in that you do it all in one night. And the rest of mine are done over a period of the next few weeks by email. How does your draft work, Blaine? Let's see. Mariah says, I have feeding the homeless next Sunday. That's good for you.
Nice.
Good for you. What part of Florida would that be in?
Yeah.
If you don't mind me asking. Okay, Blaine says, just mask off fly, no vaccinated.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, thanks for clearing that up. I got real mixed up about that.
Hey, Daniel, welcome in.
Hi, Daniel.
He's heading out to lunch.
Oh.
I wonder what lunch he's having. Going to have, huh?
What are you going to have for lunch? Chinese food. I could go for that now.
Okay, so she does it in St. Peter's, Florida.
Oh,
Petersburg, Florida.
Very nice.
Yes, ours tomorrow night is on the division this Thursday. Oh, okay.
What?
Well, that's interesting. It's it's just a football thing. To answer my question.
Oh, I see. Excuse me.
They run so differently. The ones we were in, as you know, I'm in like 6 different drafts, and they're so different. Some are suicide pools, some are.
Oh, I don't understand any of it. So.
Okay. So that's the Disney one. Next, okay, brain break. Does anyone have the answer to this question? What can be driven, although it doesn't have wheels, sliced but stays whole? I haven't seen any guesses, so if you did make a guess, please throw it in there again because I didn't catch any. Oh, yes, there was one.
Oh, is that the right answer?
And it was, wow, he answered it right after I asked it.
Wow.
And, Blaine is right.
Blaine got it right.
But
Good
Tommy is more accurate because it's a general golf ball doesn't necessarily get, it's a golf ball's answer.
A golf ball?
Yeah.
What do you slice?
You can drive it. You drive the golf ball.
Yeah.
But it can be slices when it goes off.
Oh, okay. I wouldn't have guessed that.
So a pro might not slice it. So golf ball's probably, Tommy's probably more correct when he says Blaine. Never seen you golf, Blaine, so I'm not sure if that's true or not, but that's very good, guys. I don't think anyone else answered that. Lunch, okay, St. Petersburg. Oh, thank you very much, Sherry. My emoji queen, welcome to the Travel Lovers. Welcome, Travel Lovers. Please like, share, smash the red subscribe button to follow the channels and tap the bell. Until you put that up, Sherry, I always forget to remind people. If you haven't hit the thumbs up, we appreciate it big time. Hey, welcome in, Brian, NASCAR fan 22. Thanks for coming in. What are you up to today?
Yeah, how's the band going?
In the middle of a Wednesday.
Yeah, beautiful day out
You must be getting warm weather there too. You've got about the same weather as us.
Yeah, he's in Massachusetts.
Right. Yeah, it's good. Like, it's not how you drive, it's how you arrive.
Oh, I like that.
Are you a big golfer, Blaine? Okay, so our last brain. Let's throw this up on the screen here. Don't answer it till I throw my little figure up here so that I can find out where you guys put it. So let's use pound. Okay, number 3. Okay, right. Tommy says back at Blaine. True, or in my case, when. That's so true. Okay, so Mariah, it's 94 degrees down, and that's typical for you guys. We're getting 85 today, but we haven't had that much of it.
I don't like it too hot, but I do love Florida, though. I've visited Florida many times, and I just think it's so beautiful.
Blaine's been golfing since he was 9. Okay, so that's one thing I'll never do with you, Blaine, if I ever meet you.
Yeah, Blaine's a big golfer.
Okay, last one here, and I'm not going to answer till we're done. Till we're done the last news report. Number 4, Arnold Schwarzenegger has a long one. Pause. Michael J. Fox has a short one. Madonna does not use hers.
Donna.
Bill Clinton always uses his. The Pope never uses his. What is it?
What?
Okay.
Where do you get these?
We're going to leave that there till we get through our last phase. Okay. So this is the time of our news report. We cover updates from theme parks in Florida. And most of these, I think, pertain to Disney, but they're interesting, especially with people pouring down Disney nowadays. Okay, the first one, and the first 2 are really sad. Well, the first one's okay. The second one's real sad. Disney Genie pre-planning service announced. Disney Genie was officially announced this week as a free new service inside the My Disney Experience app, and will help guests plan their day, giving guests real-time suggestions on what to experience and when. This will dramatically improve guest experience. So you look at your phone, it updates all certain things going on. Cool. So that's great.
You pay for that?
No, this is free. It's on your phone. It's a free app.
All right.
That's good news.
Yeah, that is good news.
This is really bad news.
What's this bad
for me,
news?
anyways. Probably a lot of people out there.
What?
The Disney Genie Plus.
Yeah.
Okay. Announced is FastPass Plus okay. So this is now going to replace. There's going to be no more Fast
Passes. No more free
Fast Passes.
Yes.
It's officially the free Fast Pass is dead.
Oh,
Replace it. I was hoping that we get down there one more time when they had it, but this
no.
thing
So Fast Pass is
really
thing of the
quickly.
past.
It is. Yep. Replacing it is a new paid program called Disney Genie Plus that allows guests to get faster access to over 40 attractions via Lightning Lanes. That's what it's called for $15 per guest per day.
Oh.
So, and I heard even with the $15, you're limited to 2 attractions too, and it's not always the top ones. Like you can't just pick the 2 top attractions every time you do it. So
that's too bad.
Yeah. So that's real sad.
Yeah.
It's going to be tougher now seeing. It's going to be really tough seeing Disney World during the peak season.
I know. I was just thinking that. I'm like, that's going to be really. I mean, you pay so much and you don't get to see some of the top rides.
A day's ticket's over $100 now.
Yeah, right.
Then you tack on per person, right? So if there's 4 people in the party, you're talking $60 on top of that.
Yeah.
We all know how much the food costs.
Right.
Hey, welcome in, TJ. Hey.
Hi, TJ.
Let's see when he pop in here. There he is.
His wife must be going back to school pretty soon, I would think, right? Kayla's heading back to school soon.
Okay, they get some guesses at the end, so I'll go back through those once we get to the end.
Just seemed like the summer went by too fast.
Okay, so that's it. Now, see, this one I look forward to. Even who knows we'll ever get on it. This is a new Ratatouille ride, which looks like a lot of fun, doesn't it?
Looks like a lot.
Remy's Ratatouille Adventure will use a virtual queue system when it opens October 1st, 2021. And I've heard rumors that they're doing, like every now and then they'll grab someone out of the crowd and they're doing some trials on them. So if you're lucky enough to walk by at the right time, you could get to try this out before October 1st. Remy's Ratatouille Adventure will use the same virtual queue system that is currently being used by Star Wars Rise of the Resistance. And like that attraction, no standby lines will be available. So I know you're not familiar with this, but what they do is it's kind of a reservation system. So you have a time. So at least you can go, you're going to get something to eat, or you can do other rides, and then it tells you when time. And I think you have to come back, was it a 20-minute window or something like that if you're late? Or something like that. So they're going to do the same thing for this. So that's good. You know, you get it, and then you go do the rest of Epcot. No problem with that.
We'll miss our Fast Pass, though.
Let's see. She's been back for almost 3 weeks. You must be talking about Kayla.
Wow, she's already been back for almost 3 weeks? Holy moly.
I'm assuming someone asked. Okay.
Oh, that looks good.
Sorry, I missed that one. Okay. This is kind of talking about wishy-washy and having to check every day.
Yeah.
Masks are no longer required in outdoor queue performance areas. As of this week, this week, Disney has relaxed its mask policy at Walt Disney World theme parks once again. Announcing that face covering are now optional for guests in outdoor attractions, outdoor queues, and outdoor theaters at Walt Disney World.
Really hot.
So it's gone back and forth. Yeah, but they were going back and forth and back and forth. So right now you don't have to wear it.
Okay. I think that's good.
Okay, let's see. That's trying to take a peek at the. Let's see. Tommy said to travel. Well, what tangents we could go off from there? Yeah, I think he's talking about the question.
Oh yeah, we could go.
Blame us to me. Oh, okay, that's what he's based on. I missed that one.
What did he say?
He said, "Wait, Monica used Bill's for him, so guess he didn't technically use his."
Funny.
You can. When I read this, I could have so much fun with that question.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
And it's such a simple answer too. It just shows where their minds are.
I know. Yeah.
Mariah has to leave her phone's dying. Thank you for coming in, Mariah, and good luck Sunday with your with feeding, and hope you stay cool down there.
Yes.
Let's see. Back for 3 weeks. We went through that, and he says TJ is saying, so he's talking about Kayla. She's enjoying this year's teaching English again.
Oh, good.
She's having a lot more fun with that. That's great.
That's
excellent. It's always better when you enjoy your job.
Yes, that's for sure.
He says, glad we got Disney Vacations out of our system. We've had a heck of a kid too. Well, yeah, we did, when our kids were young, we did Disney every other year.
We did every other year.
We drove down and stayed 14 to 17 days.
We did.
And things were a lot more affordable then.
Yeah.
Because our kids are in their 20s now. And loved it. We want to go back, but it would just be the two of us. Can you imagine a family of four? Just everything you do. I mean, I just can't picture being able to do it.
I'm glad we did it when we, had the opportunity.
Right. Okay. 13E, Steakhouse 71 will replace the Wave. I've never gone to the Wave. I think it was a fancy restaurant in the Contemporary, but it is being replaced by a restaurant, which is supposed to be a new casual dining concept called Steak 71. Cake looks good right now.
Yeah, that looks yummy. I like chocolate. I could go for that cake right now. Get some strawberries on top.
Actually, let me see. TJ says, just for Kayla and I, okay, this is interesting because this would be me and you. Okay. Just for Kayla and I for 6 days, if you add everything from flights, food, souvenirs, lift, and miscellaneous, it was an easy $5,000 trip for 2 weeks.
Wow.
This is why people
for two people?
When I tell people
wow.
That I get their eyes roll at me when they tell them the cruise is so much cheaper than Disney. Yeah. They roll their eyes like, no, crazy.
I can't believe it.
And just said,
wow, he broke it all
he's not even including, like, we would have to rent a car.
No, he said Lyft.
No, Lyft, I think he means the shuttle from the airport to the park. He meant a car. And then he uses the park transportation.
Wow, that's steep.
Right. And of course, because you are trapped in the park, you're going to have to pay top dollar for the food there too. Because one of the ways we got around it with the kids is we would drive down, number one. So you'd say that. Yeah. And then we would eat off site. Right, we did. We had a condo, so we cook in the condo. Well, condo, but even at the parks, we would leave. Oh, yeah. That was our break, and we'd eat off site. That's true. We did eat off site. They have a lot of regional restaurants right in the area if you don't eat on property. Yeah, we ate off site. TJ says, a lot of places you can see in that budget. You're not kidding. Wow. That's huge. Blaine says, see, we love Disney, but prices are crazy. 5K is almost 2 cruises. Yeah, exactly. Wow. And it's funny because their prices transfer over to their cruise lines. We did a cruise line because their father-in-law took us on one. What year? 2000? 2001. 2001. Great. I still think it's the best cruise line. Would do it every time. But it's 2.5. We did all the math. That's 2.5 times the cost of a regular cruise. Yeah. So we can go on 2.5 cruises. I guess we have to find a way to get back from that half cruise. But we can go on 2.5 cruises for the cost of one Disney cruise. Unbelievable. Yeah. Lyft was used. We didn't want to wait for buses. Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. So get 13F. New Disney Enchantment details revealed. This upcoming new show will have a heavy feature on Disney movies with beloved characters from Princess and the Frog, Coco, Luca, Wreck-It Ralph, Tangled, Soul. I never heard of Soul. You ever heard of that movie? No. Disney movie? No. Zootopia, Beauty and the Beast, and Alice in Wonderland, all making appearances in the upcoming fireworks show. So that's a picture of the show. And that starts on the 1st also. Oh, I thought they had already started that. I guess not. Starts September 1st. No, October 1st. Oh. That's when their 50th anniversary starts. Yeah, October 1st. Okay. We still are hoping to go down to Florida, just ourselves for a month next year, and then I would probably buy the season pass, and we'd just do Disney to death. That's a pretty picture. Okay, new look at Spaceship Earth's Beacons of Magic release. The new lighting system for Spaceship Earth is something entirely original. I like it. First of its kind programmable LED lighting system invented by the Imagineers to integrate seamlessly into the iconic Space Earth facade. So that looks pretty. I think it's beautiful. And you can control it, right? So they'll probably have all sorts of patterns. Right. Gigi, I know you have a cruise plan around Thanksgiving, and I know Kayla's in school, so your time's limited. Do you have any Disney trips planned during the celebration? Like either during her Christmas break or the winter break or anything like that? Let's see. Okay, Blaine, thanks for coming over.
Bye,
On the slide
Blaine.
out, need to get something ready. Bless up you all. Hey, have a good time over in Branson to you.
Have a safe trip.
TK, exactly, Blaine. Our next cruise with all the facts, including driving 11 hours in my truck, our hotel and parking, port, whatever we spend on the ship probably come to under 3,500. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
Not kidding.
Disney is so expensive. I think about it.
I know, but we're going to do it again, and we just have to find the timing so that we can get, like we said, if we can do it with the annual pass and then just beat it to death, right? Okay, two more. Buffets reopen at Disney World. Disney announced that both the Beer Garden restaurant at Epcot as well as the Crystal Palace at the Magic Kingdom would be converting from their family-style meals back into buffets in the weeks ahead. So they had all gone to the family-style because of the pandemic. Now they're going back to buffets. There was another one that opened. I think it was Boma opened last week or the week before too. So that's nice because I always enjoy the buffets.
Yeah.
And the last little story. Fingerprint scanners are returning soon to Walt Disney World. According to reports, there are preliminary tests this week before the mandatory biometric finger scanning is re-implemented across the theme parks early next week. So it's another thing coming back. It's nice to see stuff coming back because you always to the negatives, right? And then you get the positive.
Yeah.
Okay. So that is our news for today.
Yeah.
So we're going to give the answer to our last brain teaser here. First, I'd like to remind you, live show 4:00 Sunday on fantasy football, and possibly no live during the week next week,
right?
Because of other commitments. So
on Wednesday.
Well, for the week, no, for the whole week. Let's see if we can find out a slot. But it seems like every day we have something going on.
Right.
Appointment, work, and medical stuff and all that.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, so the answer to this, but before I do that, TJ says Thanksgiving week, and right now we're going to be focusing on cruising for the time being. We may do Halloween next year. Yeah. Now, like you said, it becomes an economic thing with the cruising versus Disney too, and they're coming all the way over from Louisiana. So it's not like they can just buzz over there. Okay, so the answer to our final brain break: Arnold Schwarzenegger has a long one. Michael J. Fox has a short one. Madonna does not use hers. Bill Clinton always uses his. The Pope never uses his. What is it?
Did you get this one?
Yeah.
You did.
I had heard it before, though, but I like it. I think it's a good one.
All right.
Okay, so I'm going to go. Anyone want to throw their answer in? I'm going to go back to. Okay. So Tommy Dodson says a middle name.
Oh.
Blaine said a surname.
Okay.
Sherry said a last name. That's funny. Cover everything, right?
Yeah.
And the answer, according to this, I can't tell if the other two would qualify. TJ said the last name also is a last name.
Last name. Okay.
Right. So Schwarzenegger has a long one. Yeah. Michael J. Fox has a short one.
Right.
Donna doesn't use one. Right. Bill Clinton always uses his, and the Pope never uses his. So
that's a good one.
That's a good one. I like that one.
Yeah.
So last name is the correct answer.
Very good.
So thank you, everyone. Let me get this off our face here. Oops. Thank you, everyone, for joining us.
Yes.
If anyone has any, we had asked earlier if anyone had recommendations. We've narrowed our cruise down to either probably Oasis of the Sea in October or the Breakaway in October. We're trying to get opinions on what would be the better one to take. The Breakaway goes out of New York and hits Bermuda, and the Oasis goes out of New Jersey. So they're in the same spot. We could drive down to both and goes down to, it hits Coco Key, it hits Port Canaveral, and it hits Bahamas, which I think that would be fun in the sense maybe we could hook up with some people down in Florida on that Port Canaveral stop. But so thank you very much. Sherry said the Oasis is fabulous.
Oh, really? Yeah.
It looks good.
It does. Well.
Okay. Well, thank you, everyone, for joining us.
We appreciate you all joining us today. Have a wonderful afternoon. Stay young. Have fun. Bye.
I wasn't done yet.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you were.
No, you just made me forget what I was saying. Oh yeah, people go over the Branson, drive safe, have a great time. Looking forward to those lives. Bermuda, we've been there 4 times. Someone said it's on the bucket list.
Yeah,
Take it in if you can, but don't go early when it's. You can actually go to Bermuda too early and the water's too cold.
Yeah, that's true.
Go during when the water is heated up, either at the end of the summer or, like I say, even early fall. We absolutely love Bermuda.
Absolutely love it.
We'll love to go back again because we've been 4 times and we still haven't covered
We've
the
been
whole island.
3, and we haven't seen the other side. We've only been 3.
3?
Yeah.
And
I shouldn't say we've only been 3, but we've been 3 wonderful times.
So I forget what else I was going to say. So now you can say your goodbye. So thank you for joining us.
Bye.
No, you're a little saying.
I already said it.
Yeah, say it again.
Stay young, have fun.
Hey.